అదే కాదు బుచ్చిరా సార్ ఫోన్ చేశాడు. సార్ బుచ్చిరా సార్ ఫోన్ చేశాడు. బుచ్చిరా సార్ ఫోన్ చేసి మీరు పాయింట్ హెచ్ఓ సార్ చూపించని అడిగారు. ఆ చూపించి అయితే
వాయిస్ వినిపించట్లేదు సార్.
okay. No, sorry, I didn't switch on the mic. Okay, once again, good morning to all of you. In last sessions, okay, in last class we have seen these two sums, which belongs to the analysis. In analysis model, we are going to designing the currents. Okay, we have to find out all the currents in the circuit. Okay, this is one type of model, and the second model is we are going to finding out the resistance values. Okay, we are finding all the resistance in our circuit. Okay, these are the basic two models. Today class we are going to solve one more problem on designing and analysis. Yeah, so that we can close this concept and we can move on to the next concept. Yeah, once again I'm saying that today first 2 hours belongs to the PDC only. Therefore, try to be in class for 2 hours. Okay, not for 1 hour. First 2 hours of the PDC class. Okay. Come to our class. What this? If you see this problem, here they had given a fixed bias bistable multivibrator, okay, which we are discussing topic, and they had given the beta value. And they had given the VCC and VBB values. Okay, and if we want any other parameters, that we can assume it. Okay, if we want to, in order to find out the values, that is in designing, we are going to finding out the R1, R2 resistance and the RC resistance. Okay, all these three elements we have to find out. Okay, for finding these values, if we want any other parameters required, okay, those parameters we can assume. Okay, for simplicity, we can neglect the. Okay, for simplicity, we can neglect the some saturation voltages. Okay, generally we may have the VCE set. Yeah, VCE set. Wait a minute. I will unmute all of you. If you have any doubts, please raise your hand. Yeah, I am muting all of you. Okay. VCE, for simplicity, VCE sat voltage. Generally, it may be around 0.2 or 0.3 we are going to take. Here we are going to assuming, therefore, we can make it as a 0. Okay, so that the problem will be simple. Similarly, VBE sat. Okay, VBE for an on transistor. Okay, similarly, we can go for the VBE set. That is also we can make it as a 0. Okay, for a on transistor. Okay, if we two transistors, if one transistor is on, for that transistor we can make it value as a. Yeah, generally, it will be taken as a zero point 0.6. Okay, the standard value for this one is 0.6. We are going to take it as 0.6. Okay, for only simplicity. Okay, for simplicity, we are going to assuming it like this. Okay, and now come to the circuit diagram. We will move on to the circuit diagram. Okay, this is our circuit diagram. For this circuit diagram, what they have given, they have given the VCC value. VCC value has 12. Okay, once again saying that before solving the problem, all of you has to draw the circuit. Okay, in exam, you have to draw the circuit diagram, and then you have to start solving the problem. Okay, for multivibrator, first must and should you have to draw the circuit diagram. Okay, and we can assume that one transistor is on and another transistor is off. Let us assume this may be our off transistor and it may be our on transistor. Okay, you can take any one. Okay, one is on and one is off. Next we had assumed that for an on transistor, VCE. Okay, for an on transistor VCE, that means this voltage. Okay, VCE voltage. This is your voltage. Okay, correct. That means voltage at this node. Voltage at this node. Okay, that voltage we are going to assume it has 0. Okay, because they had not mentioned. If they had given, then we will take it. Okay, it may be a 0.2 or 0.3 volts. We will take it. Okay. Similarly, we will take that for an on transistor VBE voltage also. Generally, it will be, that means voltage at this point. Okay, voltage at this node. Okay, this voltage will be also generally it will be a 0.6. Okay, here they have not given. Therefore, we will assume that this voltage is also 0 volts. Okay, and for an off transistor, the IB current entering, generally when IB equal to 0, then we can take it as an off transistor. Okay, for assumption, if it is an 0 current, okay, there is no current in the base, and since it is an off transistor, IC current also, that means current here. Okay, in this branch, current in this branch also 0 amperes, because it is an off transistor. It is off transistor, therefore we can assume these parameters. Okay, therefore by seeing the question, we have collected all this information. Okay, after this information we will start solving. First, for a on transistor, they had given the beta. Okay, they had given the beta value is nothing but a HFE, forward gain. Okay, they had given the HFE value has, wait a minute, I will see it. HFE value has 30. Okay, they had given HFE value as 30. Okay, and for an on transistor, we are going to assuming the IC current. IC current has some 6 milliamperes. Okay, we are assuming. Okay, for solving without this current. Okay, without knowing this IC current, we can't solve the RC. Okay, because here we had assumed the voltage is 0. If we know the current, then voltage divided by current, we may get this resistance. Okay, if we won't assume this current, if we won't assume this current, we are unable to find this RC value. Okay, therefore we will assume this value as a 6 milliamperes. Okay, in second model, okay, in second problem, in last class we have seen, they had given the IC current. Okay, they had given the IC current as 6 milliamperes. Okay, not only 6, you can take any value, but I have taken the same value. Okay, 6 milliamperes, and they had given the ICE not also. Okay, ICE not. Okay, that means reverse bias. Okay, this here. Okay, for the off transistor, they had mentioned the ICE also. Okay, ICE, ICE not. Okay, they had mentioned this current also. Okay, this is a temperature dependent. This current is a, because this is a current due to the minority charge carriers. Okay, which depends upon the temperature. Okay, the temperature changes, this current value will be changes. Therefore, I am not assuming this current. Okay, I am not assuming this current because this is a temperature dependent. It is not a constant value. Therefore, we are unable to assume this current. Okay, but this current is a constant. Okay, since it is on transistor, for the on transistor, a fixed resistance or impedance will be there. Therefore, the constant current will be full, and we can assume this current. Okay, and I am assuming it as a 6 milliamperes. Okay, you can take any value. Okay, this 6 milliamperes, not only 6, you can take any value here. Accordingly, your values, then you may get the answers. Okay, if I take a 10 milliamperes, then you may change this RC value. Okay, therefore you may get another value of RC. Okay. If we know the IC current and the HFE, then we can find out the IB, beta value. Base current of the on transistor. That is, this is our on transistor. Therefore, I may take it as a IB2. Okay, because for the off transistor, we had assumed it current as 0. Okay, off transistor, the base current is 0, because when the current is 0 only, the transistor will be off. Okay, therefore IB2. For the on transistor, we know the relation. Okay, we know the relation IC equal to beta into IB plus IC. IB plus IC, right? C. Okay, you may have the IC, but if we can neglect the IC current, okay, which is small, we can neglect it. Therefore, you may get the IB value equal to IC divided by beta, or IC divided by HFE. IC divided by HFE. HFE and beta are same. Okay, both are forward gains. Okay, therefore IC divided by HFE. Therefore, you may get this current has some 0.2 milliamperes. Okay, this IC is nothing but we have assumed as 6 milliamperes. Okay, this IC we have assumed that 6 milliamperes. Therefore, this is nothing but you may get 0.2 milliamperes. Okay, you may get 0.2 milliamperes. Yeah. Okay, 0.2 milliamperes. Okay, so that you have find out the IB current, IB2. Okay, this IB2 current we are going to call it as a IB2 minimum. Okay, this is the minimum current that will be flow. Okay, when the transistor is in saturation, I can take this current which I had assumed as an IC sat current. Okay, when this time, because the transistor is an on. Okay, where on state means the transistor is in saturation mode. Okay, only we have two states here. Okay, saturation state and cutoff state. Okay, when it is off, it is a cutoff. When it is on, then it is in saturation mode. Okay, therefore the current flowing at this stage is nothing but a saturation current. Okay, therefore this current is nothing but ICE sat. ICE sat by HFE is gives the minimum base current. Minimum base current. Okay, therefore we have to find out the minimum base current. Now we are going to finding out the RC. Okay, similar formula. So in order to find out the RC, how we are going to find out RC? The voltage at this point minus this point. Okay, that means two terminals voltages. At this point, the voltage is nothing but a VCC. At this point, voltage is nothing but a VCE sat. Okay, this is a on transistor. Therefore, between collector and emitter, you may have the VCE sat. Between the base and emitter, we may have a VBE sat voltage. What is on transistor? Okay, and we are assumed these values as a 0. Okay, the saturation voltages as in we have considered it as an ideal transistor. Okay, that's why we have taken these values as 0. Therefore, this RC we are going to get as RC equal to VCC minus VCE sat. VCE sat. Okay. Once again, I am saying, don't come late to the class. Okay. If you are coming late, I have to stop the class. Okay. I have to stop and again I have to start the class. Okay. VCC minus VCE sat divided by your current, voltage by current. Simply R equal to V by I. Okay. This is the voltage and current is nothing but IC sat. Okay. Current flowing in that branch is ICE sat. Okay. This is the current flowing in our circuit. Okay, therefore, if you substitute VCC has 12 volts and VCE sat has 0 volts and IC sat has 6, okay, IC sat has 6 amperes, then you may get this value has 2 kilo ohms. You may get this value has 2 kilo ohms. Okay, therefore, you have to find out the RC value. Okay, RC is nothing but a 2 kilo ohms. Okay, now we are going to finding out the R1 and R2. Okay, we have seen the two models. Okay, in this model we have not considered the reverse leakage current. Okay, that is ICE not. Okay, that means if you see the second model sum. Okay, if you recall the second model sum, here they had given the IC not. Okay, they had given the ICB not. Okay, ICB not they had given. Okay, if you consider the ICB not, then directly we are going to be finding out the values. Okay, why I am repeating this point means you have to understand the difference between second model, second sum and third sum. Okay, in second sum they had given the ICB not. Therefore, directly we are going to get the by applying the KCL, we are going to getting the R1 resistance. Okay, if you recall this problem, okay, directly by applying the KCL, we have get the answer. But now we are not in this now in third problem we are not having the ICB naught sum. Okay, ICB naught I has not given. Therefore, an ICB naught is, we can't assume the ICB naught, okay, because it is a temperature dependent. We should not assume the ICB naught, okay. As the temperature changes, the value has changes. But in question itself, they had mentioned the ICB naught and how it varies with respect to temperature. Then we are going to consider. That means the difference between two sums, okay. In examination, if they had mentioned the ICB naught, then you have to solve like this, okay. You have to solve like a second model sum. Okay, if suppose they have not mentioned the ICB naught, then you have to solve it in a third sum, okay, third problem. Okay, I am explaining only one problem for every model. Okay, therefore the difference between the second sum and third sum, both are designing concepts. In both problems, we are designing the R1 and R2. But here, okay, in second sum, we have considered the ICB naught, okay, leakage currents, okay, and we have solved the sum. Okay, in third model, we are not considered the ICB naught. Okay, leakage current we have not considered. Okay, if you are not consider the ICB naught, then assume the VBE voltage. Okay, if the in question if they had given, okay, in question they had given, then you can take it. Okay, for an off transistor, VBE voltage. Okay, because if it is an on transistor, this VBE voltage we are fixed. Okay, we are fixing at 0.6 because here we are going to having a diode. Okay, for on here we are going to having a diode. This is a diode. We are going between base and emitter. We are going to having a diode. Okay, when diode is on, the breakdown voltage will be 0.6. If we assume 0.6, then the voltage at this point will be a 0.6. It will be fixed. Okay, if the transistor is in on state. Okay, here the transistor is in off state. Okay, therefore the voltage will be more than 0.6. Okay, this is an open circuit. Okay, here we get a open circuit. Therefore there will be some voltage here and there will be some voltage here. Therefore it will the potential difference between base to emitter will be greater than 0.6. It won't be 0.6. Okay, in case they had not given the ICB naught. Okay, in case ICB naught they had not given, they are, instead of assuming the ICB naught, assume the VBE voltage. Instead of assuming the current here. Okay, yeah, I am saying that we should not assume this current. Okay, instead of assuming this current, okay, ICB, not A, ICB. Okay, instead of assuming the ICB current, okay, reverse leakage current, kind flowing from the emitter to the base. Okay, sorry, IBE, not C, IBE. Okay, IBE, instead of assuming the IBE current, emitter to base current, assume the emitter to base voltage. Okay, because this current is a temperature dependent. Okay, this current will be changes time to time. Okay, therefore instead of assuming this one, take to assume the base voltage. Okay, current instead of current, assume the voltage. Okay, I may assume this voltage has a -2 volts. Okay, why I am taking it as a -2 volts? Okay, because this -2 volts means it is in reverse bias. Okay, the transistor this junction has to be reverse bias. If we apply a positive 2 volts, then this diode will be in forward bias. Okay, it will be in forward bias. Therefore, since it is an off transistor, we should not apply the positive voltage. Okay, we should not apply the positive voltage. We have to apply the negative voltage. Then only this diode will be in reverse bias. Okay, then only this diode will be in reverse bias. Okay, that's why we have to take it as a -2 volts. Okay, not only my 2 volts, we can assume any value, but it should be a negative value or it should be a less than 0.6. Okay, the voltage we are going to assuming at this junction, okay, base to emitter junction should be a less than. If I take it as a 2 volts, if I take it as a positive 2 volts, then this junction is in forward bias. Okay, this junction is in forward bias, and this transistor will comes to the on state. Okay, this transistor will comes to on state. Okay, simple common sense. Okay, this transistor is in off state. Therefore, the emitter to base voltage must be less than 0.6. Okay, it should be must be less than 0.6. Therefore, I am assuming it as a -2 volts. Okay, you can take it as a -1 or -2 or -3 anything. It should be a less than 0.6 volts. Okay, now we are going to apply. We are going to finding out the voltage at this point. Okay, the voltage at this point, how we are going to get? We are assuming the VBE. Okay, VBE. VBE voltage I have to find. We know this voltage. This voltage we are going to take it as a -2. This is assumed value. And how we are going to finding out this voltage? I want to know the voltage at this point. Okay, voltage at this point means this is nothing but a voltage at this point. Okay, voltage here minus this point. Okay, if you take the, I am writing the expression. Once see it, how I am writing. VBE equal to VCE2. Simple voltage division. VCE2 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2 minus VBB into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, once see this expression, VBE voltage. Okay, I am saying that VBE. Okay, that is nothing but a base to emitter voltage. Okay, I am writing this one as VCE2. Where VCE2? This is the voltage VCE2. Okay, VCE2 into this voltage will be present from this point to here. Okay, therefore I am finding the voltage across R2. Okay, therefore it is nothing but a VCE2 minus R2. Okay, VCE2 minus R2 divided by total simple voltage difference. Okay, voltage division rule. Okay, this voltage will be occurred between R1 and R2. Okay, these two branches. Okay, this point and this point. Between these 2 points, we are going to having the VCE voltage. Okay, this is the VCE2. Okay, otherwise you can take it as a VCE sat. Okay, VCE sat voltage. This voltage will be occurring between R1 and R2. Simply I had making a voltage division rule. Okay, this voltage into R2 divided by total resistance. Okay, and this point minus, because this VBE voltage is at this point and this point. Okay, therefore this potential minus this potential. Suppose here we may have the V1 and here we may have the V2. I want to know the potential between these 2 points. Simply potential difference V1 minus V2. Okay, therefore at this point we may have this voltage. Okay, we may have this voltage, and at this point, okay, at this point means from here, okay, from here to the ground potential. Okay, to the ground potential. That is nothing but the voltage across the VBB. Therefore VBB into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, simple voltage division. Okay, at this point voltage minus this point voltage. We know the VCE sat. Okay, we know the VCE sat voltage. This VCE sat, we had assumed this value has 0. Okay, we had assumed this value has 0. Therefore, this term will be 0. Okay, this is a VCE sat voltage. Okay, and we know the VBB value. They had given as 12 volts. Okay, 12, and we had to find out the R1 and R2. Okay, we know the VBE value has -2. Okay, this is also we assume, so that you may get a equation. You may get a equation in terms of R1 and R2. If you simplify this expression, you may get a equation in R1 R2. The equation is nothing but a R2 equal to 5 into R1. Okay, 5 into R1. I think so you had understand how I have write this equation. This is nothing but a VBE we had assumed. Okay, we had assumed as -2. Why we had assumed as -2 means you can take any value less than 0.6. Okay, if it is greater than 0.6, this transistor comes to forward bias. Okay, since this transistor is an off, this is an off transistor, the base to emitter voltage should be less than 0.6. Okay, that's why I have taken a value less than the 0.6. Okay, therefore this may be a 0.2 volts, and we are assuming that VCE saturation. The saturation voltage is 0. Okay, when the saturation voltage is 0, this term may goes to 0, and we substitute VBB equal to 12. Okay, they had given in some VBB equal to 12, and we simplify. Okay, you make it simplify. You make it R2 equal to 5 R1. Okay, make it this equation has 1. Okay, this equation has 1, and we are going to, we have 2 unknowns. Okay, therefore we want to get the another expression in terms of R1 and R2. Okay, in terms of R1 and R2. For getting that expression, okay, I am going to find the this current. Okay, I am going to finding this current. Okay, this current. Okay, I am going to taking this current. How I can write this current? This current is nothing but a starts from here. Okay, this is a on transistor, starts from here and it is traveling in this direction. Here the voltage is VBE. Okay, VBE of off transistor. VBE of off transistor. Here the voltage is VCC. Okay, if I want to know this current, this is nothing but this point VCC. Okay, at this point we may have the VCC, and at this point we may have the VBE voltage. Therefore, VCC minus VBE1. This is the first transistor. Therefore, VBE1 divided by RC plus R1. Okay, how I can write? I can take this current has some I3. Okay, I3 equal to, how I can write? VCC minus, and voltage at this point. Voltage at this point is nothing but this voltage VBE of the first transistor. Okay, we have assumed this value as minus 2 volts. We had assumed this value as minus 2 volts. Therefore, we make it plus. Okay, minus of minus 2. Okay, therefore VCC is nothing but 12 volts. Okay, divided by RC plus R1. RC plus R1. Okay, you know the RC. We had find out the RC previously. Okay, we have find out the RC previously. That RC value we had get as 2 kilo ohms. Okay, start we had find out the RC. RC how we had find out means VCC minus the potential at this point. Okay, this point we have assumed as 0 potential. Okay, VCC minus 0 divided by RC. Okay, voltage divided by current. We had assumed this current has 6 milli. Okay, 6 milliamperes. Okay, VCC divided by 6 milli. We had get the RC value as 2 kilo ohms. Okay, RC has 2 kilo ohms. Therefore, we know the RC also here. Therefore, you may get an expression in terms of R1. Okay, I3 equal to an expression of R1. Okay, now we are going to finding out the I4 current. Okay, how we are going to finding out the I4? Okay, where this I4 current will be located? This I4 is nothing but this current. Okay, the current through this branch. Okay, therefore here the voltage, how we are going to finding out this current means the voltage at this point, minus voltage at this point. Okay, that is nothing but here the voltage is nothing but VBE sat. Okay, VBE sat minus VBB. Okay, here at this point, the voltage is nothing but VBE sat. Okay, this is nothing but a VBE sat. VBE sat. Okay, or VBE2. We can take it as a VB2. VB2 minus at this point voltage is nothing but a VBB. At this point we may have the VBB voltage. Here therefore the this current I4 current. Okay, I4 current is nothing but a we can take VBE2, or otherwise we can take it as a VBE sat. Okay, minus of minus it may be a plus VBB divided by R2 Okay, here also this voltage we had assumed as 0 VBE. Okay, this voltage we had assumed as for on transistor saturation voltages we have taken it as in 0. Therefore, VBE voltage will be 0. VBE, okay, VBE voltage will be 0, and VBB they have given as 12 volts. And here also you may get an expression in terms of R2. Okay, here you may get expression in terms of R2. VBB equal to 12 volts. Okay, 12 by R2. You may get expression in R2. Okay, now you can consider this current IB. Okay, for an on transistor IB2. Okay, for an on transistor IB2. IB2 current. Now, what is IB2? IB2 is nothing but this side one current is entering. Okay, this is one current, and this side one current is leaving. Okay, this current is same as this current. Okay, both are parallel. Okay, identical circuits I had explained previously. Okay, therefore this current you have taken as I3. Therefore, in this direction also you may have the I3 current, and here we may consider it as an I4. Okay, therefore IB is nothing but it is incoming and both are outgoing. Therefore, this current I3 minus I4. Okay, IB is nothing but this current is I3. Okay, I3 current is entering into node, I4 is leaving, and IB also leaving. Therefore, I3 minus I4. Okay, you can write as an base current. Why I am solving all this for means I want to get a relation or I want to get an equation in terms of R1, R2. Already we have get one equation. To get the second equation, okay, I am finding all these currents. Okay, IB2 equal to I3 minus I4. I3 minus I4. I3 is an expression in terms of R1. Okay, we know I3 current. Okay, it is nothing but some 14 divided by R1. Okay, 14 divided by R1. And I4 is nothing but 12 divided by R2. Okay, we have get two equations in terms of R1 and R2. Okay, we are going to substituting these two equations here. Okay, R1 and R2, so that IB2. Okay, IB2 we may get the value as an In terms of R1, R2, IP2 is nothing but in terms of R1 and R2, we get an equation. Okay, that is nothing but a 14 divided by R1. 14 divided by R1 minus VBB is nothing but 12. 12 divided by R2. Okay, and if you see the IB2 is nothing but a kind flowing into base. Starting we had find out the IB. Okay, starting we had find out the IB minimum. Okay, we have find out the IB minimum first step. Okay, if you recall the first step, IB is nothing but a ICE SAT. Okay, we have taken the ICE SAT divided by HFP. Okay, we have get a minimum base current required to maintain in saturation. Because it is in saturation, minimum base current is flowing. That current is nothing but ICE divided by HFE. ICE divided by HFE current. Okay, this current is flowing. Okay, this is the minimum base current. Okay, now we require the same base current, but this is not minimum. Okay, therefore generally the base current will be 1.5 times of your minimum base current. Okay, this is your IBE minimum. Okay, 1.5 times of base current. Okay, we know the minimum base current. Minimum base current is nothing but ICE SAT divided by beta. Okay, ICE character current divided by beta, you may get a minimum base current. Therefore, in order to find out the maximum base current flowing, maximum current flowing in the base circuit, there is a relation that it will be generally 1.5 times. Okay, therefore you may get this value as 1.5 into what we had get IB minimum. IB minimum value is 0.2 milliamperes. We had get a 0.2 milliamperes. Okay, now if you solve this expression, you will get an expression in terms of R1 and R2. Okay, this is your second expression. Okay, your second expression in terms of R1 R2 here get. Previously we got one expression, that is R2 equal to 5 R1. Okay, therefore two expressions. We got two equations in terms of R1 and R2. By solving these two equations, you may get the R1 value has R1 has 29.4 kilo ohms. R1 has 29.4 kilo ohms, and R2 has, okay, and R2 has, you may get 147 kilo ohms. Okay, 147 kilo ohms. Okay, once again I will repeat this sum. How we are going to solving? Simply, okay, in this sum they had not mentioned the IBE not current. Okay, leakage minority charge current they have not given. Okay, if they have not given, we are assuming so many data, so many values in this problem, but we are not assuming the ICB. If we assume ICB not, there is a problem that it is a temperature dependent. Therefore, we have to assume according to the temperature. Okay, this ICB not will be some 2 milliamperes at 10 degrees Celsius. For every temperature range, it will be changed. Okay, like that we have to assume. Okay, that means because it is a temperature dependent value. Okay, which makes it some more complex while we are assuming. Therefore, instead of assuming the current, we can assume the voltage here, VBE. Okay, and how this voltage we are going to assume is, it's a simple common sense that since the transistor is in off position, the voltage should not be, the junction voltage should not be greater than 0.6. Okay, therefore less than 0.6, whatever value we have assumed, then the transistor will be in off state only. Okay, therefore you have to assume the value which is less than 0.6. Okay, let it be, I had assumed it as a minus 2 volts. I had assumed this voltage as minus 2 volts. Okay, I think so you had clear why I had taken the minus voltage here. Okay, because this is a off transistor. And similarly, I have assumed that this character current, saturation current, IC SAT. Okay, because this is a on transistor, current will be flow in this direction. Okay, and this current I had assumed as 6 milliamperes. And next to the saturation voltages, this voltage, that is VCE SAT, and this is on transistor. VCE SAT and VBE SAT. Okay, these both voltages I had taken as 0 volts. Okay, in question, if they had mentioned these values, you have to consider. Okay, in question, if they had mentioned these values, you have to consider these values. Okay, here they are not mentioned, therefore I have taken as 0 volts. Okay, next we can find out first this RC value. Okay, first easily we can find the RC value. Okay, how it is nothing but a VCC minus this voltage divided by current. Okay, this current we are assuming, without assuming this current, we are not possible to find out this RC value. That's why we have to assume. Okay, this must and should we have to know this current. Okay, In question they had given, then well and good. If they have not given, we have to assume this current. Okay, this is the difference between second sum and third sum. Okay, in second sum they had given the ICE current. Okay, ICE SAT current, and they had given the IBE current also. Okay, IBE not current. These two values they had given. Okay, so that we are simply no need to assume any values. Okay, directly we are getting the, by applying the KCL at the output and input, we are getting the resistance values directly we had get. Okay, in third sum they had not given these two values. Okay, that's why this value we had assumed. Instead of assuming this current, we had assumed the voltage. Okay, and so that we may get the RC value. Okay, RC is nothing but a VCC minus VCE divided by RC. Okay, you may got this value as 2 kilo ohms. Okay, next, in order to find out the R1 and R2, in order to find out the R1 and R2, we have considered the two equations. We form a quadratic equation, we get an expression, okay, in terms of R1 R2. Since there are two unknowns, we have to get the two equations in terms of R1 R2. Here, first equation, we have find out the voltage at this point. Okay, this point is nothing but a VBE voltage. Okay, VBE equal to voltage at this node. Okay, this node minus voltage at this point. Okay, this voltage is nothing but your VBE voltage. This is nothing but your VBE voltage. Therefore, this point minus, and second point is to the ground. Okay, this is your ground potential. Okay, at this point and this point. Okay, we have to supply this. Suppose here we may have V1, here we may have V2. Then voltage at this point is nothing but a V1 minus V2, potential difference. Okay, difference between 2 points. Okay, therefore at this point we may have the voltage as nothing but a simply voltage division. Okay, if we apply voltage division, that is here we may have the VCE. This voltage we know. Okay, we assume this voltage is 0. Therefore VCE into voltage division R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, this branch voltage we have to find out. Next one is at this point. Okay, that is nothing but a VBB voltage will be here. Okay, before suppression. Okay, before that means this you can assume this branch has like this. Okay, two resistance in series. One will be R1, another will be R2. Okay, first we are here the voltage is VCE. Okay, here the voltage is VCE. We are going to finding out the voltage between here. Okay, this is nothing but a VBE. Okay, and next we are going to, this is first case. Second, we are going to having the voltage here. This is nothing but a minus VBB. Same branch. Okay, from this side. Here we are going to having minus VBB, and we are going to finding out the voltage at this point. Therefore, this is nothing but a voltage here. Okay, therefore this potential minus this potential, so that you may get the voltage at this point. Okay, simple equation. Okay, a simple voltage division now, and we may get the one equation has R1 R2 equal to 5 R1. Okay, this is your first equation. In order to get the second equation, I have considered this current, IB current, for an on transistor. Therefore, IB2. In this direction, one current is getting, that is, you can consider as an I3, and in this direction, another current that may be your I4. Therefore, IB is nothing but a I3 minus, this is outgoing. Okay, therefore I3 equal to incoming equal to outgoing. Okay, I3 equal to I4 plus IB. Simply you can take it as an I3 equal to I4 plus IB. Therefore, you want to know the IB. IB is nothing but I3 minus I4. I3 minus I4. How you will get I3? This is the I3 current. This is your I3 current. Okay. Therefore, instead of assuming the I3 here, in this direction, I am going to consider the I3 current, because you know the here voltage. Here voltage is nothing but a VBE1, okay, which is minus 2 volts. Okay. If we assume like this direction, okay, if we consider this direction, here the voltage is 0, because this is a saturation voltage. Here the voltage is 0. Therefore, you may get a 0 equal to, okay, 0 equal to everything you may get 0. Okay, if you consider in this direction this I3 current, how you can write VBE2? VBE2 is nothing but a VBE SAT. Okay, VBE is because this is on transistor. Therefore, we assume this voltage as 0. We assume this voltage as 0. 0 equal to this voltage, that is nothing but a VCC minus voltage at this point. Okay, that is nothing but a VCC minus VBE SAT. Okay, what we are finding I3 current. I3 current is nothing but a VCEC minus VBE SAT. divided by some R1. Okay, not this is I3 current. This is I3. Okay, R1 plus RC. Okay, this VCE sat is going to be 0. Okay, so that you may get you may get another value. Okay, you may get another value. You can consider in this direction also, but that if you solve in this direction, the difference between the currents may be in points. Okay, you may not get much more difference. Okay, if you consider I3 in this direction, you may get the difference in zero point 0.2 or zero point 0.3 amperes. Okay, a little difference. Okay, it may not affect your answer much more. Okay, what I have said, if we assume the I3 current in this direction, this voltage we had assumed as 0, okay, at this node. Therefore, VCC minus 0 divided by RC plus R1. Okay, if we assume the I3 current in this direction, then this node we had assumed has minus 2 volts. Okay, therefore VCC minus of minus plus 2. Okay, therefore simply you may get plus 2 on the numerator. Okay, previous case you may have the 12 divided by RC plus R1. Okay, now you may have the 14 divided by RC plus R1. Okay, this is the difference between these two currents. Okay, you may get a difference only in 0.1 or 0.2 amperes. Okay, very small value you may get. It may not affect your answer much more. Okay, therefore you may not get confused here. Okay, why I have taken in this direction only, why it is not in this direction. Okay, we can take in any direction, but you may get in point difference. Okay, because this voltage will be a 0 and here the voltage is minus 2 volts. Okay, due to this difference in voltage, we may get a small difference. Okay, fine, that is nothing but I3 current, and I4 is nothing but a I4 can be also find out on any side. Okay, if you consider here, okay, this is I4. Okay, VB is sat divided by VBB. Okay, minus of minus VB. If you consider here, this is also an I4 current only. This is also I4 current only. 2 minus of minus VBB. Okay, here because this is a minus 2 volts, minus 2 minus of minus 2. Okay, therefore this may be your I4 current. Okay, you can consider any side. This may be I4 or this may be any I4. It may make a small difference. Okay, it may make a small difference. That may be in also in points. Okay, that is regarding the I3 and I4. Once you know the I3 and I4, you may get the two equations. Okay, that two, if you solve those two equations, you may get the R1, R2, and RC. Okay, this is regarding your third sum. Yeah, I think so. You have understand the model. These are the two models. Okay, these are the two models in designing. Okay, by considering the IBE current and without considering the IBE current. Okay, we have to solve in these two ways. Okay, these are the two models in designing aspect. Okay, designing aspect. These are the two models. Okay, in analysis, you may have the same as this model. Okay, that means 4.1. Yeah, this sum, how we have solved in same fashion, we are going to solve this sum also. Please make a note. Okay, please note this question, and it will be a similar fashion. It will be a similar fashion as your first sum. Okay, once make a note this question. Once it will be practice. For practice, it will be useful. If we observe here, in this question, they have given the VCE sat voltage also. Okay, VCE sat. Generally, this VCE sat in first sum we had assumed there may be a 0.2 or 0.3. Okay, in second sum or third sum we had assumed it as in 0 volts. Okay, but here they had given the VCE sat. Okay, therefore, in this model, in this sum, we have to consider this VCE and VBE sat voltages. Okay, they had given those two voltages. Okay, previously we are making it as a 0. Previously we make it as a 0. Okay, therefore that is the difference. Okay, you have to you have to consider these two values. Okay, VCE and VBE. Okay, remaining aspect will be the same. Okay, they have given R1 and R2 and RC values. Okay, therefore here we have to find out the four currents: I1, I2, I3, and I4, four currents and two voltages. That is for an off transistor, VBE voltage. If you take one as an off, then you have to take the 1. That's why they have not mentioned VCE 1 or 2. You can assume anything. Okay, it may be a VCE 2 or VCE 1. Okay, this may be a. If you assume the second transistor on, this voltage is nothing but a VCE 2. Okay, for a second transistor, saturation voltage. Saturation is nothing but for a on transistor. Okay, this is also for on transistor. So if the second is on, then you can consider the second transistor. If second is off, then it will become a first transistor. Okay, VBE1. Okay, you can take any one. Okay. Similarly, this is for on transistors and for off transistors. Okay, VBE and VCE. Similarly, you have to find out the for a on transistor base current, because for a off transistor base current is 0. Okay, for an on transistor base current we have to find out. Okay, this is regarding you these values you have to find out. So these values you have to find out. As similar to your first sum. Okay, same model, similar to your first sum. We are going to finding out these values. Okay, now I will move on to the circuit diagram. Okay, in circuit diagram we can solve it. Okay. Okay, what they had given. Okay, in question what they had given I will mention here. In question they had given the VCC has 10 volts and they had given VBB has -2 volts. -2 volts. And RC has 820. 820 ohms. And R1 has 4.7 kilo ohms. And R2 has 6.8 kilo ohms. And VCE SAT, I can assume that this may be your off transistor and this may be your on transistor. Okay, therefore this is your VCE SAT. Okay, your on transistor VCE SAT is 0.25. 0.25. So VCE SAT will be 0.25. Yeah, similarly VBE SAT. VBE SAT is nothing but here. Okay, this will be 0.87. In exam also, you have to draw the diagram and you have to mention all the values. Yeah, after completion of sum, again mention the values. Okay, that means we have calculated these currents. Okay, simply make arrow here and mention the value here. Okay, mention the value in the circuit diagram. Okay, so that it will be look nice. Okay, these values they had given. Okay, these are the values they had given. Therefore, whatever the resistance placed here, the same value will be here also. RC will be same 820, R1 will be 4.7, R2 will be 6.8 kilo ohms. Okay, these values they had given. Now we will find out the currents. Okay, we will find out the currents. Okay, first we can find out this current. Okay, this otherwise we can start from the off transistor. We can find out because this is an off transistor, there is no current flowing in this direction. Okay, there is no current flowing in this direction. Whatever the current present here, it will flow in this direction only. Okay, this is the direction of the current flow. Therefore, the potential at this point, okay, the potential at this point is nothing but a VCC. Okay, and potential at this point is nothing but a VBE SAT. Okay, we know this potential and we know this potential. Okay, therefore the current is nothing but you can take it as an I1 current. Okay, this may be an I1. Okay, I1 equal to this, the potential at this point is VCC and potential at this point is VBE SAT. Okay, this is the potential here. Okay, therefore here the VBE SAT, VCC minus VBE SAT divided by RC plus R1, divided by RC plus R1. Okay, therefore how you will get I1 has VCC minus VBE set. Okay, VBE set. Yeah, otherwise I may take it as a VBE1 because this is the first transistor. Okay, VBE1 divided by RC, divided by RC. Okay, divided by RC, so that you may get the this current. Okay, VCC is nothing but a 10 and VBE sat. Okay, that is nothing but 0.87. Okay, 0.87 divided by RC is 820. Okay, so that you may get the current value has 1.65 milliamperes. Okay, this current may be 1.65 milliamperes. Therefore, this current, this may be our I1. This is nothing but a 1.65. 1.65 amperes. Okay, 1.65 milliamperes. This is the current you are going to get here. Okay, and this entire current will be flowing through the R1 and comes to here. Okay, and here it will be divided. Some current will be flowing in this direction because this is an on transistor. There will be a base current. There will be a base current. Okay, some current will be flow in this direction. Okay, I can assume this current has some IB1. Okay, this is a node. Okay, I1 current will be flowing up to this node and some current is nothing but IB1, and in this direction I can assume the current has I2. Okay, in order to get the I2, in order to get the I2, I want to get the I2 current. How I will get the potential at this point is nothing but a VBE1 or VBE set. Okay, at this point is VBE set and at this point is nothing but a minus VBB. Therefore, I2 is nothing but a I2 is nothing but a VBE. Okay, a VBE set. Okay, or VBE1 minus of minus, it may be a plus VBB. Okay, VBB divided by this resistance R2. Resistance R2. Okay, therefore this VBE is nothing but a 0.87 and this is nothing but a minus or minus plus 2. Okay, we may have a plus 2 volts here and R2 is nothing but a 6.8 kilo ohms. Okay, so that if you substitute these values, we may get the I2 value has 0.47 milliamperes. Okay, 0.47 milliamperes. This is our I2 current. Once if we know the I1 and I2, we can substitute, you can find out the IB1. IB1 is nothing but a I1 minus I2. Okay, I1 because this is the current entering. Okay, and these two are leaving. Okay, I1 minus I2, that is 1.65 minus 0.47. Okay, so that you may get the IB1 current. Okay, IB1 current. How much IB1? That is nothing but a 1.23. Okay, 0.4 will be minus, therefore you may get 1.23. Okay, you may get 1.2 milliamperes. This is your IB current. Okay, IB current. Therefore you have to find out the IB. Next, what current you have to find out for this I1 has find out next this current. Okay, for an on transistor, this is on the off side. This is an on transistor. The current will be comes here and it will be flowing in this direction. Okay, because this is on, it is a short circuit here, therefore current will flow in this direction also. Here off transistor, we won't get any current here. Okay, because this is on, we have the current will flow in this direction also. Okay, in order to get this current, okay, we have to find out this current and we have to find out this current. Okay, this is, that is assume this is a I3. Okay, you can consider it as an I3 current. Okay. Okay, I3, you can consider the I3 up to this point only. Okay, up to this point, this is nothing but I3. Okay, at this point voltage is nothing but a VCE set. Okay, VCE set. At this node we may have the VCE set. Okay, and at this node we may have the VBB, VCC. Okay, we may have the VCC voltage. Therefore I3 is nothing but a VCC minus VCE sat. Okay, or VCE1. VCC minus VCE1 divided by RC. Divided by RC. Therefore, the voltage at this point minus this point. VCC minus VCE set, VCC minus VCE set divided by RC. Okay, if you substitute this one, that you may get this current. Okay, you are going to get this current as I3. I3 is nothing but a 11.89 milliamperes. 11.89 milliamperes. If you know this I3 current, now if you know this current also, okay, that is coming through R1. Okay, if you, that means here the voltage, okay, here the voltage is nothing but a VBE. Okay, here the voltage is nothing but a VBE. You want to find out the I3 current. Okay, in order to find out the I4, okay, let us assume that it is an I4. Okay, in order to find out this I4, okay, this is nothing but a VBE. Okay, this VBE voltage we don't know because this is off transistor. Okay, for on transistor they have given, we don't know the VBE. Therefore, instead of finding the here, because this is off transistor, the base current IB current, okay, IB current will be 0. Therefore, what are the current starting from here? It will be completely goes in this direction, because this is an off transistor. Off transistor, there is no current flowing. Therefore, you can consider that here the voltage is VCE or VCE sat. Here VCE sat minus VBB divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, total resistance. Total resistance is nothing but a R1 plus R2. Okay, I think so you are understanding what I am saying. If you consider at this point, at this point the voltage is nothing but a VBE or VBE2. Okay, at this VBE2 we don't know. Okay, we don't know the VBE2 because this is off transistor base to emitter voltage we don't know. Therefore, instead of stopping here, if you see that in this direction the current is 0. Therefore, what are the current starting from here will flows in this direction only. Okay, this direction the 0 current. Therefore, this is not a node. This is an open circuit. We can remove this part. Okay, we can remove this part. Therefore, total current will be flowing in this direction only. Therefore, we can consider node here. Okay, we can consider node here. Therefore, at this point it is a VCE, and at this point it is nothing but a VBB. Okay, therefore VCE minus VBB divided by total resistance. Total resistance is nothing but R1 plus R2. Total resistance is nothing but a R1 plus R2. It will use the current I4 current. Okay, I4 current is nothing but a VCE sat, or I can take it as a VCE1 minus VBB divided by total resistance R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2. You may get a I4 current has 0.19. 0.19. Therefore, I3 minus I4 is nothing but a this IC1. Okay, you may get IC1. That is, this current is nothing but 11.89. 11.89 minus 0.19. 0.19. Okay, if you subtract those two, you may get the IC1 current. Okay, IC1 current you may get 11.7. Okay, you may get 11.7. Okay, 11.8 minus 0.19. Okay, you may get 11.7 here. Okay, therefore this current is 11.7. So that all the currents we have find out. Okay, we have find out this current, and we have find out this current. Okay, I will mention it clearly. You have find out this I3 current. You have find out the I4 current, and you have find out the I1 current, and you have find out the I2 current. You have find out the I2 current, and you have find out the IB1 current, and you have find out the IC1 current. Okay, all these current find out. Okay, we have find out all these values. Next, we have to find out the for an off transistor voltage, this voltage and this voltage. Okay, that means this voltage. We have to find out the VCE and VBE voltages. We have to find out these two voltages. Okay, for finding the VCE, yeah, VCE is nothing but a voltage at this node. Okay, voltage at this point. Okay, how you will get here? We may have the VCC, and we know this current. VCC minus drop across this resistance will be present here. Okay, therefore VCC minus this current is I1. Okay, therefore this voltage is nothing but a VCE. Okay, 2 we can take it as a VCE 2. VCE2 is nothing but a VCC minus I1 RC, I1 RC. I1 RC is nothing but a drop. Suppose here you may have the 10 volts. If we get a 1 volt drop here, then the voltage at this point will be 9 volts. Okay, 10 volts minus 1 volt. Okay, therefore you may get this VCE2 has an 8.7 volts, 8.6 volts. Okay, this is nothing but a 8.6. Okay, VCC is 10. I1 we have calculated starting. I1 is 1.65 and RC is nothing but 860, 820. Okay, RC is nothing but 820. If you substitute, you may get 8.6 volts. Okay, and you want to find out the VBE2. Okay, this is nothing but a if we apply the KVL here. Okay, the drop across this branch plus this voltage. Okay, this is nothing but total voltage. Okay, the drop across, that means in this branch we are going to allowing the I2 current. This is nothing but I2 current. Okay, I2 into R2. Okay, you may get the I2 current. Okay, the I2, yeah, not I2, this is I4. Okay, in this branch we are going to getting the I4 current. I2 is here, I2 current is in this branch. This is I2 and this is I4. Okay, I4 current is flowing in this branch here, in this direction. Okay, therefore I4 into R2 plus VBB. Okay, therefore if you apply the KVL at this branch, okay, you may get the VBE voltage. VBE2, you can take it as a VBE2. Okay, VBE2 equal to VBE2 equal to I4 into R2 plus, and you may have the minus VBB voltage here. Okay, therefore you may have a minus sign here. Okay, therefore I4 into R2 minus VBB. I4 into R2 minus VBB, you may get minus 0.7. Okay, here the voltage is minus 0.7. I have said in previous sum also. While you are solving this voltage, if you get this voltage greater than 0.6, then definitely you can say that it is a wrong. Okay, because this is a off transistor. This is a off transistor. Base to emitter voltage should be less than 0.6. Okay, therefore here we may get minus 0.7. Okay, which is a less than 0.6. Okay, therefore the answer is correct. Okay, blind you can fix this value as less than 0.6. Okay, it should not be greater than 0.6. Okay, if it is greater, if you get it greater than 0.6, then definitely you can say that you have done a mistake, because this is a off transistor. Okay, therefore the current is nothing but if we instead of previously we had make a mistake. Okay, instead of I4 we had assumed that I2. Okay, I2 into R2 minus VBB. It may be you may get a value greater than 0.6. Okay, then you can assume that you had done a mistake. Okay, directly, because I2 current is flowing in this direction. This is your I1, and this I1 is split into I2 and I2. Okay, and this is your I4. Okay, I4 is flowing in this direction. This direction IB is 0 amperes, because it is a off transistor. Therefore, in this branch we are getting I4. Okay, if we will replace I4 by I2, you may get this value greater than 0.6. Okay, you can say that this is a wrong answer. Okay, therefore definitely this value should be a less than 0.6. Okay, this is regarding your designing models. Okay, designing basic. Okay, designing and analysis of 4 problems. Okay, I think so. You have understand how to design the bistable multivibrator, or how to calculate the current values in the bistable multivibrator circuit. Okay, now I will move on to next concept, that is loading effect. Okay, that means if we have a road resistance, this is your road resistance. Okay, then how we are going to, the process will be same. Okay, same currents I1 I2 all we are going to find out same. Along with that one we are going to finding out the load current also. So we are going to finding out, so that means we are going to finding out one more new parameter, or one more new current, that is IL current we have to find out. Okay, in case if they had mentioned the load resistance, we are going to finding out the load current also. Okay, remaining part will be the same. Remaining part will be the same. Remaining part will be as it is. There won't be any change. Okay. Once see the question. Note down the values they had given. Then we will start with solving it. Okay, once see this question, what they had given. They had given the uh, beta value, saturation voltages they had given, and power supply they had given, and they had given the resistance values. They had given the resistance values. So they had given the resistance values, and what they had said means determine the minimum value of HFE. Okay, of the multi vibrator function correctly for the temperature below the 26 degrees. That means we have to find out the beta value below the 26 degrees, and we know that one of the transistor of the multivibrating cutoff temperature rises. Now determine the IB minimum. Determine the IB minimum of the transistor in saturation. Transistor in saturation. IB minimum is nothing but a IC saturation divided by HFE. Okay, if you take the IC sat divided by HFE, then you may get IB minimum. Okay, you may get the IB minimum current. Okay, you have to find out the saturation current. You have to find out the saturation current. Okay, so that you may get IB minimum value. And next, let us assume the multivibrator operating on and off state. A load resistance RL is connected to a transistor Q. Okay, determine the minimum value of RL. We have to find out the load resistance RL also. Okay, that means yes, simply instead of asking I1, I2, I3, I4 currents, simply they ask the IB current. Okay, in order to find out IB also, you have to do all this one. Okay, because IB is nothing but a I1 minus I2. Okay, I1 minus I2. Okay, you may get IB maximum. That is IB maximum. Okay, and you have to find out the I1. Okay, that is collector current of the on transistor. That means in order to find out the IB minimum, we have to suppose this is an on transistor. Okay, this current we have to find out. Okay, this is in this direction we are going to get a saturation current, IC sat current. IC sat divided by HFE, you may get IB minimum. Okay, IB minimum current you may get, and in order to know the IB, okay, IB maximum, this may be considered IB max. This is nothing but in this direction you may get I1 current, in this direction you may get I2 current. Okay, I1 minus I2, you may get IB value. Okay, therefore you have to find out the I1, I2, and you have to find out the I3 values. Okay, so that means you have to find out all the currents. Okay, and what are the current? Okay, previously if there is no load, this current is flowing in this direction, I1 current. This is I1 current. Now when you connect a load, this I1 is going to be split. Okay, some current in this direction and some current to the load. Okay, and we have to find out this load current. This load voltage is nothing but a VCE voltage. Okay, VCE voltage divided by this current, you may get the road resistance. That is the last bit they had asked. Okay, find out the road resistance. Okay, therefore we have to find out the VCE voltage and we have to find out the this load current. VCE divided by load current, you may get the load resistance. Okay, like this we have to solve this sum. Okay, once we will go to the circuit diagram and we will see it clearly. Okay, here the change is we have connected a road resistance here. Okay, this is the change we have made in this one. Okay, what they had given, once if you note down the question, you can see, you can write the given data. Okay, VCC is nothing but a 10 volts. Okay, they had given this 10 volts. And VBB has minus 2 volts. They have given minus 2 volts. Okay, and similarly they have given this one has 820 ohms. Okay, and they have given R1 has 4.7 kilo, and R2 has 6.8 kilo. 6.8 kilo. Okay, they have given all these values. Okay, and also they have given VCE sat. Okay, now this is the off transistor. They given as this is the off transistor. For the off transistor, they have connected the load, and this is your on transistor. For the on transistor, VCE sat. VCE sat means it will be present for the on transistor. Therefore, this is your VCE sat. Okay, they had given this value as 0.25. 0.25. Okay, this is your VCE sat. Okay, and they have given VBE sat has 0.87, has similar to the previous sum. These values are similarly to the previous sum. Only difference is they have connected the road resistance. Okay, the data will be same. Okay, these values they had given. Okay, now we have to find out this RL. Okay, we have to find out this RL value. In order to find out this RL, we have to calculate this VCE voltage or VCE2. We have to calculate the VCE2 voltage. We have to calculate the VCE2. Okay? And we have to calculate this current, IL current also. We have to calculate the IL current also. So that voltage divided by current, we may get this resistance. Okay? And they have said that for a on transistor, we have to calculate the IB. Okay, you can take it as an IB1. Okay, and this is nothing but a maximum current. Okay, in order to get minimum current, we have to find out the IC SAT here. IC SAT, okay, SAT. IC SAT divided by beta or HFE. Okay, so that you may get I minimum. That means you have to find out this current also. Okay, they have given HFE. Okay, therefore this current divided by HFE, you may get IB minimum. In order to find out this IB1, okay, we have to find out this current, okay, this current, and we have to find out this current. Okay, therefore let it be I1. If you find out the I1, and let it be I2. I1 minus I2. I1 minus I2 is nothing but your IB1. And generally this we have taken as an I3 current. Okay, IC SAT is nothing but I3. Only in this one we won't require the I4. Okay, we won't require the I4. Remaining parameters all we have to find out. Okay, only except I4. Okay, we will see the I4 also. We will see the I4 also. How we are going to solve it. Okay, same model. Okay, same process. Okay, first one is I1. Okay, you want to find out the I1. What you will do? At this point, the voltage is nothing but a VBE. Okay, at this point, the voltage is nothing but a VBE SAT. Therefore, VCC minus VBE SAT divided by RC plus R1. Okay, this is our total current. This is our current. Okay, VCC minus VBE SAT. VCC minus VBE SAT divided by total resistance. So that you may get I1 has 1.65. Okay, I think you have understand the sum. That's why directly I am writing the answers. Okay, formula is nothing but a VCC minus VBE SAT divided by RC plus R1. Okay, previous problems, formulas only. Yeah, and in order to find out the I2, how you will find out I2? This node, that is VBE SAT. Okay, VBE SAT minus VBB. Okay, VBE SAT minus VBB divided by R2. You may get 0.4. Okay, you may get 0.42 milliamperes. 0.42 milliamperes. Okay, VBE SAT minus VBB. You may get 0.42 milliamperes. Okay. Now you can find out this I3. I3 is nothing but a VCC. In order to find out this I3, this potential is nothing but a VCC. VCC minus VCE SAT. Okay, VCC minus VCE SAT divided by RC. Okay, RC is nothing but 820. Okay, 10 minus this one is 0.25 divided by 820. You may get I3 or IC. You can consider it as an IC or I3. Okay, it is nothing but a 11.89 milliamperes. Okay, and now you not to actually we won't require this I4. We want to find out the I4. I4 is nothing but a, this is our I4. This is our I4. Therefore, here the voltage is nothing but a VCE. Okay, VCE SAT. This voltage is nothing but a VCE SAT, and this voltage is nothing but a VBB. Therefore, VCE SAT minus of minus, that is nothing but a plus VBB. Therefore, 0.25 plus 2 divided by R1 plus R2 divided by R1 plus R2. You may get I4 here. This I4 you may get has 0.19 milliamperes. Okay, you have to find out all the currents. Now you can find out IB1. Okay, IB1 is nothing but a I1 minus I2. IB1 is nothing but a I1 minus IB1. I1 minus I2. Okay, I1 minus I2. If you take I1 minus I2, you may get this value as 1.23. This is nothing but a 1.23 milliamperes. Okay, I1. Okay, I1 minus I2. I1 minus I2. You may get 1.23 milliamperes. Okay, and in order to find out this IC1 current. Okay, in order to find out this IC1 current, Okay, at this point, okay, this is nothing but I3, and in this direction we are going to get I4. This is nothing but I3 minus I4. I3, I3 will be here, I4 will be here. Therefore, I3 minus I4 is nothing but IC. Okay, this may be 11.7. Around 0.7 milliamperes. Okay. Now, in order to find out this VBE, okay, VBE is nothing but has similar to previous. Okay, here for a off transistor, VBE or VBE2. This is nothing but a drop across this resistance, that is I4 into R2 plus VBB. Okay, that is nothing but a, you may have the minus VBB voltage plus I4 R4. Okay, I4 R4. Okay, this is an off transistor, therefore definitely this voltage should be less than 0.6. Okay, if you substitute these values, you may get this value as minus 0.7. Minus 0.7. Okay, it should be less than 0.6. And next VCE. Okay, in order to know this voltage, okay, this is nothing but a VCC minus drop here. Therefore, we are going to get this voltage. Okay, VCC is 10 volts minus ID. In this direction, I1 current is flowing. I1 into RC. VCC minus I1 into RC. You may get 8.6. Okay, this voltage is 8.6. Okay, that voltage is 8.6. Now, if you want to calculate the HFE, because in problem, once if you go to the problem, I will show it once again. HFE they had asked it. Okay, we have to find out the HFE. Okay, HFE is nothing but a generally in the previous we had taken the IB equal to IC by HFE. Okay, therefore HFE is nothing but a ratio of IC by IB. We know the relation IC equal to beta into IB. Okay, therefore IC divided by IB. HFE. Therefore, this is our IC for a on transistor. Okay, IC divided by IB. IC divided by IB, you may get HFE value. Okay, this is the HFE minimum. Okay, HFE minimum. Okay, in order to find out the IB minimum, that is nothing but IC divided by HFE. Okay, IC divided by HFE. Okay, that HFE is not this value. Okay, the HFE in question they had given. Otherwise, I will go to the question. Yeah, if we observe here, they have given the HFE value. Okay, HFE value, determine the HFE. Okay, this is determine the HFE. They have given HFE value. Okay, they have asked the two HFEs. Okay, what they have asked means determine the HFE value of multivibrator corrective works below the temperature of 26. Okay, that means we have to find out the HFE value below the which may work below the 26 degrees. That means when this transistor is on, when it is working, okay, when this transistor is working, at that point, what is the HFE value? Okay, that is nothing but when the transistor is on state, we have taken the current value and base value. Okay, IC divided by IB. That is nothing but this HFE. Okay, in order to flow the minimum base current, that is nothing but IC divided by the HFE they had given. Okay, this HFE is nothing but when you place this HFE value, then you may get a minimum base current. Okay, IB minimum. Okay, therefore IB minimum is nothing but a IC. We get IC value as 11.7 here. 11.7 divided by 20. That is nothing but IB minimum. Okay, IB minimum. Now we have to find out this current. Okay, we can consider it as a we can consider it as I1 dash. Okay, I1 dash is nothing but not the load current. Wait a minute. Yeah, I1 dash. I1 dash is nothing but a current at this point. Okay, this is nothing but I1 dash. Okay, we can consider it as an I1 dash. Previously, we had considered the I1 without considering this load. Therefore, total current is flowing in this direction only. Previous I1 which we have taken. Okay, first we have find out the I1. That what I had done VCC minus VBE divided by R1 plus R2. That means total current is flowing in this direction only. But when you connect the load, okay, then definitely there will be some potential at this point, and the current in this branch will be different. Okay, the entire current won't flows in this direction. Okay, previous what you have taken the entire current is flowing in this direction only. Entire current is flowing in this direction only. Therefore, when the load is connected, then the current is nothing but here the voltage is VCE, okay, which we had find out previously. VCE is nothing but a 4.7. We had get it previously. It may be a 4.7. Therefore, VCC minus 4.7 divided by RC. Okay, you may get a I1 dash current. Okay, VCC minus VCE, okay, minus VCE divided by RC. Okay, this is the current present here when the load is connected. Okay, when there is no load, the current is nothing but I1. Okay, when there is no load, the current is nothing but I1. Okay, when there is a load, then this current will be I1 dash. Okay, we can consider it as an I1 dash. Okay, I1 dash. Now, in order to find out the load current IL, in this direction we are going to allow this I1 current, and here we may have the I1 dash. Therefore, this is nothing but IL equal to I1 dash minus I1. Okay, IL equal to I1 dash minus I1. Okay, therefore we may get this value as 5.3 milliamperes, 5.4 milliamperes. Okay, therefore IL is nothing but a VCC divided by 5.4. Okay, you may get this one as a some 870 ohms. Okay, you may get this value as 870 ohms. Okay, in this way we are going to finding out the RL current. Simply we have to find out the load current and voltage. Simply voltage divided by current, you may get this value. So voltage divided by current, you may get this value. Okay, this is regarding today's class. Okay, I think so. Today we have discussed all the problems. Next class I will start the fixed bias. Okay, next class I will start the fixed bias. Up to now we have seen the self